Hey guys, what's up? It's time for my 2019-2020 NFL playoff picks. Let's go. So in the AFC East, we got the Patriots, the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins. One team has Tom Brady, one team has Sam Darnold, one team has Josh Allen, and one team has Josh Rosen / Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm going to go with Tom Brady on this one. Patriots win the AFC East, get the number 1 seed in the AFC. In the AFC West, I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning the division, claiming the number 2 seed in the AFC. This offense is absolutely loaded with Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, and I love the LaShawn McCoy addition because he's already played in Andy Reid's system, and Damian Williams played well last year in the AFC Championship game. They have a terrific offensive line. I love the moves they made on the defensive side of the ball, adding Frank Clark, adding Honey Badger to the mix. Kansas City is still a team to be reckoned with. In the AFC South, I have the Houston Texans claiming the 3rd seed. Deshaun Watson got some help over this weekend on the offensive side of the football. He got Kenny Stills, Carlos Hyde, and he finally got a good offensive lineman in Laramie Tunsil. The Texans are still good on the defensive side of the ball with J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Kareem Jackson in the secondary. The Texans win the AFC South. In the AFC North, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers shocking everyone, winning this division. I think Mike Tomlin is the coach of the year. Big Ben has a bounce-back season. Juju fills in. AB's fills in perfectly for Antonio Brown. They still have James Conner. They brought in James Washington, Deontay Johnson, Dante Moncrief. They still have Vance McDonald at the tight end position. So their offense is still very good. They have a good offensive line. I still got Pittsburgh winning the division. For my 2 wildcard teams, I got the Chargers and I got the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield's phenomenal. They added Odell. Kareem Hunt comes back by week 8. Browns will definitely make the playoffs this year with the talent they have on the offensive side of the football. And the Chargers are one of the most loaded teams in the NFL. They're loaded everywhere. They have 2 good receivers. They still have good running backs even without Melvin Gordon. They have a good offensive line, good quarterback. They have good pass rushers. They have a good They have good linebackers, and they have a good secondary. They'll get Derwin James back by week 8. So those are my 6 teams in the AFC. Ultimately, it will come down to Patrick Mahomes against Tom Brady in the AFC title game, and I got the Patriots winning the AFC Championship game, going to their 4th straight Super Bowl, going to their 5th Super Bowl in the past 6 years. The Patriots will once again win the AFC. In the NFC, I have the Saints winning the AFC South as the number 1 seed. I have the Eagles winning the number 2 seed, capturing the NFC East crown. I have the Rams as the 3rd seed in the NFC, winning the NFC West. As my 4th seed, I have the Green Bay Packers winning the NFC North. I don't believe in Mitchell Trubisky. I believe Aaron Rodgers will have a bounce-back year with Coach Matt LaFleur. And I think this Packers offense will light it up. And this is the most talented, youngest, most athletic defense Aaron Rodgers has had in the past 5 years. I expect Aaron Rodgers to have a bounce-back season, be in the league MVP conversation, and the Packers to win the NFC, to break through and win the NFC North this year. As my wildcard teams, I have the Atlanta Falcons. Last year, they were decimated with injuries. They lost Deion Jones. They lost Keanu Neal. They get both of those guys back. Both of those guys are 2 of their top 3 defensive players. So that will definitely help. Matt Ryan in this offense is still very explosive. I love the Todd Monken hire. Dirk Cutter hire. I think this offense with Freeman, with Ito Smith, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Austin Hooper will light it up this year. I have Atlanta getting that first wild card spot. They'll be favored in 6 out of their last 7 games in the regular season. I have Atlanta getting a wild card spot. And my final wild card team in the NFC is the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones will lock up Ezekiel Elliott very, very soon. Dak Prescott is a solid quarterback. I'm not saying he's elite, but he's a solid quarterback. Amari Cooper is a legit number one receiver. They added Jason Witten to help out that offensive line. They get Travis Frederick back, and their defense is still very, very good. They have Leighton Vander Esch and Jalen Smith, the best the best tandem at the linebacker position. They have Byron Jones and Chidobe Awuzie, two lockdown corners, and they have two good pass rushers in Robert Quinn and DeMarcus Lawrence. This team goes 10-6. I think they get a wild card spot, but Dallas isn't going to win their division because I think the Eagles, with Carson Wentz, they take it this year. I think the Eagles, with all the talent they have, with that front seven, with the front four, with Brandon Graham, Malik Jackson, Fletcher Cox, Derek Barnett, I think the Eagles go to the NFC Championship game at New Orleans. I expect Drew Brees to have a phenomenal year once again. They re-signed Michael Thomas and paid him his money. They have Alvin Kamara. They brought in Latavius Murray to complement Alvin Kamara. That's a great fit. They have an offensive line. I am worried about Max Unger's retirement, but they brought in Nick Easton. They still have a pretty good unit. They brought in Jared Cook to finally bring in another threat opposite Thomas. So this Saints team is still very good. I think they win all of their games at home. And they have an Ohio State secondary back there led by Marshawn Lattimore. They have Cam Jordan, Marcus Davenport in his second year. I love the trade for Kiko Alonso they made. Demario Davis can play. Up front, they have Sheldon Rankins. And they went out and got Malcolm Brown from New England. The Saints are loaded everywhere. So I have the Eagles playing the Saints in the NFC Championship game. And this time, the Saints win the NFC Championship and advance to Super Bowl 54 to play the New England Patriots. I picked both of these teams last year to win the Super Bowl. The Saints, let's be real here, they won the NFC a year ago. I was right about that prediction. So this year, we get the Super Bowl matchup that we didn't get last year. And this time, Tom Brady will once again walk out with the confetti. The Patriots are just loaded. At the running back position, this is the deepest backfield Brady's ever had. I love their offensive line. Even without David Andrews, they just addressed that this past weekend. They traded for 3 offensive linemen. Their defense at the tail end of the regular season and in the postseason played very well. Stephon Gilmore is a legit number 1 corner. I love the kid they drafted from Vanderbilt University, Joanne Williams. They have great safeties with McCourty, Patrick Chung, Duron Harmon. Linebackers are all set with Van Noy, Hightower, Jamie Collins, Jawan Bentley, and Landon Roberts. And they were pretty good. And they added Michael Bennett via trade from Philly. That will give them they lost Trey Flowers, but Michael Bennett can absolutely fill in the void there. I like New England. Tom Brady is still playing at an elite level. I don't see him slowing down. New England has a very easy schedule. They have the AFC least. Patriots once again win Super Bowl 54. Miami, we're coming this year. We're getting revenge. You had the Miami Miracle last year. Miami, you're tanking this year. And we're going to win Super Bowl 54 in Hard Rock Stadium. So book it. Patriots, Saints, Super Bowl 54. I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.